hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you?
So Shedeur Sanders, you know what I'm saying? Shedeur Sanders been in the news lately because apparently he been showing that he's familiar with Ishowspeed. He one of the streamers, you know what I mean? Up there with Kaicenat, one of the top. Disneyland, all the people been going to Disneyland, going to Disney World and Disneyland. Apparently Disney World. Tina Knowles, you know what I'm saying? Beyonce's moms, you feel me? We all remember I had recently came and talked about midnight and was practicing without nobody out there. Just him and his pops out that mother. Yeah, what's up? Don't want to push that mute button. Shit. What's going on though? You know what I mean? What's happening? What's going on with y'all? It's Friday. You feel me? It's Friday, July 11th, 3:34 in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? It is a good Friday. We have made it to the end of the week. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's Friday. You know what I'm saying? We have made it to the end of the week. Hope all y'all been doing cool, man. You feel me? Hope y'all had a cool week. You know what I'm saying? Leading up to this Friday. You feel me? This is the climax of the week. You know what I'm saying? This is when you get to kick your feet up, when you get to kick back, roll up, pull up, do whatever it is that you do with whoever it is that you do it with. You feel me? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Episode 276 today. You know what I mean? Hope all y'all doing cool. Like I said, it's getting hot as fuck out here. It's definitely hot than a motherfucker out here right now. You know what I'm saying? Being I just came from outside. You know what I mean? It is hot, 100 and something degrees for sure. Again, you know what I'm saying? I hate it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? For all y'all new, being that I just gained a couple of subscribers, that's what's up. If it's your first episode since you subscribed, this is what we do here on this channel. You feel me? This is where we go over headlines, news, shit that went viral, whatever headline that'll hit you in your face when you logged on to the internet. Whether your homepage is Yahoo, Google, you know what I'm saying, Hip Hop, DX, MSNBC, whatever the case may be. And if it done had some headlines or whatever was trending when you clicked on the search bar on TikTok, whatever the case may be, I'm probably touching on some of that shit right here on Kons Podcast. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned and tell somebody about it. Kick your feet up if you hit that subscribe button and be here to stay. Last episode, you know what I'm saying? I definitely was hitting y'all with some topics. You know what I mean? I had about 5 of them. You know what I'm saying? I definitely let you know that Japan is under turmoil right now. They got volcanoes erupted. They done had about over 1,000 earthquakes all in the past like 2 weeks. Tokyo is flooding out, tsunami warnings, all that type of shit. I let you know that Justin Bieber dropped a surprise album today. You know what I'm saying? Let you know that yesterday LL Cool J and Peyton Manning got their little docu-series coming on Paramount Plus called Hip Hop Was Born Here. And also let you know that Akon, his little city that he was planning on to build, is being axed by the Senegalese government that it took their property back because he wasn't building shit on it in about 8 years. But that was episode 275. You know what I'm saying? Episode 276 today. We're going to touch on Shedeur Sanders. A little headline he was making. You know what I'm saying? Ishowspeed. We're going to touch on him and the headline he made with the numbers that nigga is making. Lord have mercy. Disneyland. You know what I'm saying? We're going to touch on that. It seemed to be vacant since this ice shit going on. We also going to touch on Tina Knowles firing back at Nicki Minaj for her trying to expose Rock Nation and shit like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what we're going to be getting into today for episode 276. You know what I'm saying? So hope all y'all is good, man. You feel me? Without no further ado on this fine Friday, I ain't going to take y'all up too long, so let's jump right into these topics. You feel me? So Shedeur Sanders, you know what I'm saying? Shedeur Sanders been in the news lately because apparently he been showing that he earns that QB spot. You know what I mean? He trying to get that QB spot, I believe over at the Cleveland Browns. You know what I'm saying? So it was reported that he had went to practice by himself, just him and his dad, Deion Sanders, out in the rain on the field at midnight, they said. You know what I'm saying? Trying to showcase that he got the ethic. You feel me? And they recognize he got the ethic. But now the reason why he was making headlines is because it seems like that they going to be using him for a trade, you know what I'm saying, for a trade in the draft. You feel me? They're gonna be using him as a high value trade, you know what I'm saying? So they rumored to be trading him off the Browns, that is. And a lot of other scrutiny and hate that I guess Shedeur Sanders been getting over the past month or so, you know what I'm saying? This is the type of shit that I don't necessarily follow on my personal time, you know what I mean? But he was definitely trending, and a trending headline, you feel me? So this next little clip that you're about to see is just a video speaking on it, and also a video coming from fans who got hip of the situation and wanted to make a little TikTok about it. Check it out.
So you're saying this might be the end of Shedeur Sanders as we know it? After what he was just caught doing over the weekend, the Browns have officially released him from the team. I mean, this is ridiculous. Just what is he thinking, bro? But I mean, just take a look at the clip real quick and then I'll explain it.
That's it. What?
Now, if you're confused, let me go ahead and explain what is going on in this clip. This right here is Shedeur Sanders, and if you take a look at his helmet, that is actually the new AI meta helmet. And this helmet has been banned all across the league. So the fact that Shedeur Sanders was just caught using one is a little bit suspicious. And if you're living under a little rock, let me explain. This helmet actually reads the defense, it predicts where the wide receiver is going to be, and it tells the QB where and when to throw the ball. So for obvious reason, this helmet is obviously illegal and it is banned from the NFL. And the fact that Shedeur Sanders was caught wearing it has got him released from his own team. He didn't even get to see week 1 and he's only a rookie. I mean, hopefully some other team picks him up, bro, but it's not looking good.
Football fans, because the drama unfolding around Colorado Buffaloes legend Shedeur Sanders is anything but ordinary. Just weeks after the 2025 NFL Draft, whispers have turned into full-blown speculation. Is Shedeur Sanders, the flashy 5th-round pick, about to become the Cleveland Browns' most unexpected trade casualty? The plot thickens, and if you think you know how this story ends, think again. Let's rewind to draft day. Sanders, fresh off a remarkable college career, was picked just a day after Dillon Gabriel in a higher round. Yet, here we are, barely a month later, and Sanders finds himself buried deep as the Browns' 4th-string quarterback. Not exactly the red carpet rollout you'd expect for a hyped prospect. And as if the professional pressure wasn't enough, Sanders has managed to snag not 1, but 2 speeding tickets in Cleveland. Talk about a bumpy ride off the field. But hold your judgments, this isn't your run-of-the-mill rookie saga. Sports insider Billy Hyen dropped a bombshell theory. Sanders' fate with the Browns could hinge on a strange middle ground. If he plays poorly, he's safe. No one will want to trade for a dud. But if he dazzles just enough to turn heads, the Browns might actually consider flipping him for a serious haul. It's a classic too good to keep but not good enough to start paradox that has front offices salivating and fans biting their nails. Why would the Browns do this? Simple. They're sitting pretty with a treasure trove of future draft picks, including their own and Jacksonville's first-rounders in 2026. They're essentially on a mission to land a franchise quarterback through the draft, making Sanders a potentially expendable asset. It's chess at its finest, and Sanders could be the unexpected queen on the trade board. So who's eyeing the young signal caller? Rumors swirl around teams desperate for a quarterback shakeup. The New Orleans Saints are an obvious suitor, juggling a young but unproven QB room, with Tyler Show currently holding the reins but nowhere near cemented as a franchise cornerstone. Saints fans are already peaking at the 2026 draft class, making Sanders a tantalizing option for immediate impact. Then there's the New York Giants, a team caught between veteran stopgaps Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, both unlikely long-term answers. Add in a shaky showing from their own young talent, Jackson Dart, and the front office might be hungry for a new QB sensation. Could Sanders be their next?
That was them speaking on it. You feel me? That they're gonna be using him to gamble for a trade-off. Ishowspeed. You know what I'm saying? If y'all are unfamiliar with Ishowspeed, he's one of the streamers. You know what I mean? Up there with Kaicenat, one of the top streamers. You feel me? Twitch had recently banned this nigga about 3 years ago, and they recently came out and said that they regretted it. You know what I'm saying? Now it's a bunch of rumors and shit going around. They allegedly that they paid him 60 M's to come back to Twitch, but he had recently signed a deal with them for 2 years for a whopping $600 million. 600 M's that for 2 years, you know what I'm saying? So let everybody doing the math and shit. This is what whoop a day and whoop a month, $919,000 a day or some shit like that. You know what I mean? 919 bands a day. You feel me? That he just signed with Twitch. So this next little clip you're about to see is just a video explaining this deal, and also Speed saying that he only gonna stream on tours. Also, they gave him a stake in ownership of Twitch itself, is what I heard and read. Check these clips out.
I only be streaming on Twitch during tours. Like during regular streams, I'm not gonna be streaming on Twitch. But like if it's a big stream or whatever, I'm
Wait, Ishowspeed, you just signed a fucking mega deal with Twitch for 600 million? What the fuck in a GTA money glitch hack shit is this? Ain't no fucking way, bro. Listen, y'all don't understand. 600 million is crazy. I usually don't even involve the math. Keep leading. So you mean to tell me $590 a minute, $38,300 an hour, and $919,800 a fucking day for 2 years? 2 years. This nigga ain't even pushing 30 yet. He just went all ghost status, man. $600 million. Anybody that ever looked at me roll? Fucking bad, B. Fucking bad. It's about to give us a real crazy.
I'm saying that was Ishowspeed. You feel me? Signing a whopping deal for 600 M's over the course of 2 years with Twitch. Disneyland, you know what I'm saying? Disneyland, all the people be going to Disneyland, going to Disney World and Disneyland. Apparently, Disney World is getting rid of the Tom Sawyer Island. Apparently, that was something that fans could come and ride little canoes and shit down the little river at Disney World. You know what I'm saying? And also, they're making a lot of changes at the Disneyland out here in California. Apparently, a lot of rides is being refurbished. A lot of rides are shut down. So, Disneyland apparently has been a ghost town from what people are saying and showing. You feel me? As you're going to see in these clips. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people were saying that it's due to the ICE shit that's going on out there in Southern California. You know what I mean? Being that they deported and all that. So, Disneyland kind of been ghost town. So, these next little clips you're about to see are just videos from people talking about Disneyland and the news on the Tom Sawyer Island on the Disney World in Florida. Check these clips out.
You are coming to Disneyland within the next 2 months, so end of July all the way till the end of August, even to like mid-September. This message is for you. There is a lot of refurbishment and downed rides in Disney California, and I think you should know about these before you end up coming and spending a lot of money on a park hopper to Disney's California Adventure. So I just got off of Soarin', and it's been like this for some time. One side is completely down, and it's been like that for a while. They are refurbishing it. They don't have an estimated time frame when it's going to come up. However, the other side that is actively up has a lot of seats that are down as well. So once the other side that's down goes back up, this side will go down to do the refurbishments for the seats that need the seatbelts fixed. Wait times for Soarin' are currently at 65 minutes, and it's been like that all day, and it's been like that for a while. Guardians of the Galaxy also has been operating one side. I've even heard one shaft is only running. I have not been able to get on that because the wait times have been astronomical for some time, but only one side is currently working. Hopefully they can get both sides up, but I don't know when that's going to occur. Something also to note is Radiator Springs Racers will be going down for a month-long refurbishment, August 18th. So if you are planning on coming for the Halloween season and Oogie Boogie Bash, you will not be able to get on this ride. So please plan accordingly. Pixar Pal Around is also currently down, they said, from like the 18th through the 24th of July. And Incredicoaster is expected to go down as well. I don't remember the date. I believe it's in July, but they don't have an anticipated opening date. Those are all big hitters when it comes to Disney's California Adventure. So I would refrain from coming until mid-September so you can get the full experience if you're paying full price to come here. Please note that this is completely normal for a lot of these rides to go down for refurbishment. They are much needed, but if you're paying full price and you're not a Magic Key holder, I would want you to get the best of your money. Make sure to hit that follow button because I will be keeping you guys up to date what Disneyland looks like, and we also have a lot going on at Disney World.
Disney World lost a little bit of its magic. Visitors are taking their last log raft trips to Tom Sawyer Island. The entire Rivers of America section on the Orlando Park is closing tonight. It will be replaced by new Cars-themed rides. The island is the only attraction designed by Walt Disney himself. The original is still open at Disneyland in California.
You see, you know what I'm saying? Disneyland is deserted. Ain't nobody in that motherfucker. Gotta wait. Ain't no wait lines for rides and shit like that. I think the biggest was about an hour. You know what I'm saying? Or the wait lines and shit, but they rebuilt it and a lot of rides are shut down. It's some more shit. You know what I'm saying? It's been ghost town around that motherfucker. Yo, excuse me. Let me interrupt this episode. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't hit that subscribe button, now is your time to do that. In the middle of this explosive, dope content that I'm bringing you. You know what I'm saying? Now's your time to hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that like button, comment on whatever you like, whatever you want to comment on. Now's your time to go ahead and do that if you ain't done it already. You know what I'm saying? But definitely hit that subscribe button and definitely tell somebody else to hit that subscribe button too. You know what I'm saying? It's Kons Podcast. Let's get back to the episode. Tina Knowles, you know what I'm saying? Beyonce's moms. You feel me? We all remember I had recently came and talked about her. She bombed last time when she bombed at somebody that came back, posted a video, and I had made a little edit of it and shit like that when she was talking about a snowman and shit like that. So she had came out again and posted, went to Instagram and Twitter and shit. Well, I told you recently in these podcast episodes, one of them, how Nicki Minaj was going on the rant trying to expose Jay-Z and Rock Nation and accused of Beyonce and them to try to shadow ban her, hating on her moves and shit like that, and not letting her perform in certain venues and all this type of shit. So her and the Beehive and all that shit and the Barbs and the Barbies and whatever Nicki Minaj called her fans been going back at it, back and forth. You feel me? All on the internet. And Tina Knowles had just released a statement on Instagram saying that the shit is outrageous, some shit like that, but she was seemingly talking about Nicki Minaj, as you're gonna see what she said in the next clip. You feel me? So this next clip you're about to see is just of somebody speaking on Tina Knowles when she had bombed back at Nicki Minaj for everything that she was saying about Rock Nation and Jay-Z and them trying to shadow ban her. Check it out.
So Miss Tina has stepped up on behalf of her son-in-law, and she responded to Nicki Minaj and her rant she went on yesterday. And if you haven't seen it already, this is what she said. So she says, "Good morning. It feels good to wake up knowing my face didn't lose their minds. Like some people, y'all have a great day. Remember to ignore the ignorance." She tried to clean it up. She came back and said, "Wow, I reposted this because it was talking about our relationship. It had nothing to do with anyone other than me and Beyonce. Please stop being messy and dragging me into something I don't have anything to do with. You guys should be ashamed." Stand on that business, Miss Tina. Stand on that business. Man, Miss Tina gonna speak her mind, bro. That's one thing I noticed about her. But look, this to the Barbs out there, man. Let Miss Tina live, bro. Let her live, let her breathe. I know y'all about to go crazy. I know y'all about to slander her, all kind of insults and shade, all type of shit, man. Let Miss Tina breathe, man. Let her live.
You see, you know what I mean? That was them letting you know what I'm saying? I was just a fan of such or somebody who seen this same shit and spoke on it as well. You know what I'm saying? Letting you know that Tina came back with a little fire back, her little clap back on the Instagram. You know what I'm saying? With her words that she had, definitely pointing them at Nicki Minaj after all the shit she been saying. You feel me? This has been episode 276. You know what I'm saying? We just went over. I just let you know about Shedeur Sanders. You know what I mean? Shedeur Sanders, Deion Sanders' son. Apparently, the Browns is looking to gamble him and use him for a high-value trade in the draft coming up. He's fighting to get his spot as the number one QB over there on the Browns. I'll also let you know that Ishowspeed just signed a deal for 600 M's with Twitch for 2 years. $600 million. Disneyland been low on the people, on visitors and shit like that. It's been a ghost town throughout that motherfucker. A lot of people were saying that they blame the shit on ICE. You know what I'm saying? Being that they deporting people, ripping people, families apart and shit like that out there in SoCal. But they also are doing a bunch of renovations and refurbishing a bunch of rides. So a lot of shit is closed down. I also let you know that Tina Knowles came and clapped back at Nicki Minaj after everything Nicki Minaj been saying about Roc Nation and Jay-Z about them trying to shadow ban her and hating on her motion. That's everything I got for episode 276. For the closing thoughts, hit you with the closing thoughts. I ain't gonna keep you too long on this fine Friday, you know what I mean? So Shedeur Sanders, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know too much about dude. I just know he been in the news lately a lot. His name been definitely circulating and making a whole bunch of headlines since this whole shit about him coming in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So apparently he got picked up by the Browns, but apparently they're going to be using him for a high value trade target in the draft to try to get somebody else. Apparently they're not really fucking with the way he moved and the shit that he do. He went there at midnight and was practicing without nobody out there. Just him and his pops out that motherfucker, and it was raining, I heard. You feel me? So they recognize his work ethic, but now they still trying to use him and trade him off. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what the hate is. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. You feel me? I don't know why people was hating on him. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really follow, when it comes to football, I follow the Niners. You know what I'm saying? That's about all I'm going to follow as far as football go. I'm not like a fanatic of all the teams and shit and trying to keep up with the stats of every fucking player and own every team and who threw what, who caught what, how many tackles this nigga got. If they ain't the Niners, goddammit, I ain't worried about how many tackles or they stats, what numbers they putting up on the board. You know what I mean? Unless they team is compared to the Niners, then I'll see that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't trying to be no scholar in the NFL stats. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know too much about this dude. You feel me? But I definitely been seeing him in the headlines a lot lately as the past maybe about 6 months or so. You know what I mean? Definitely been making a bunch of headline noise. Maybe it's because he's Deion Sanders' son. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he caused a lot of stir because of who he is. I don't know. You know what I mean? But yeah, he definitely was in the headline saying that the Browns is going to use him as a high value trade to try to get somebody else for that quarterback slot. You know what I mean? Ishowspeed. This nigga, they banned this nigga for some type of sexual shit. I know he had his dick leak or something like that. He forgot he was on a stream, showed his dick or something. Maybe that's what they banned him for. I don't know. But he been banned like 3-4 years though. And I guess since he recently just hit 40 million subscribers, I think on YouTube, Twitch was like, damn, you know what? We shouldn't have banned you, my nigga. You could be making us so much money right now. God damn it. You know what? You want to be signed? You want to come back to Twitch? We'll give you $600 million. God damn it. That's the offer. Who the fuck can turn that down? I mean, $600 million is a shitload of money. You know what I'm saying? For 2 years, that's not even that nigga is beating football contracts. You know what I'm talking about? Football players ain't even touching that type of shit for no 6 years. Football players ain't touching that for 5-year contracts. You know what I'm saying? 600 M's is a lot of dough. And they got a lot of motherfucking football players, basketball players, anybody, athletes looking at that shit like, God damn, I need to start streaming. You know what I'm saying? That nigga is, man, 600 M's for 2 years just to stream, do what you do streaming is something crazy. You know what I mean? And he said he ain't even gonna be streaming all the time. He's just gonna be streaming when he on tour and shit. So this shit, man, that shit is wild. That's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? 600 M's is a lot of bread, yo, for just fucking around, living your life, fucking around, doing this, doing that, you know what I'm saying? Filming it and shit. Shit is fucking crazy, man. $600 million. You feel me? Shout out to Ishowspeed. You are a rich young nigga out here. You feel me? I think you done top kaicenat with that for sure. I don't even think Kai had got a deal that big. You know what I'm saying? That is huge. You feel me? But Kai is on the cover of motherfucking Time magazine. No, we can't forget that either, right? These little young niggas out here is fucking balling through the roof. God damn. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to them though. You know what I mean? Disneyland, you know what I'm saying? Disneyland been ghost town out that motherfucker. A lot of people been saying, you know what I'm saying? But apparently they refurbishing shit, rebuilding shit. You know what I mean? They taking shit out and putting new shit in and all kind of shit. So motherfuckers ain't even fucking with it. A lot of people saying they got shit to do with ICE too. You know what I'm saying? How they deporting, ripping apart families and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it is, you feel me? But it's crazy to see a place like Disneyland so deserted. You know what I mean? When I was looking at all these different videos, and motherfucking ain't nobody at Disneyland. You know what I'm saying? This is a place that usually thousands of motherfuckers come in and out that motherfucker all day. You know what I'm saying? There'll be plenty of people at that motherfucker. But this shit, from the videos I've been seeing, this shit is just deserted than a motherfucker. Ghost town. You feel me? You would have thought they had fucking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kids die on a roller coaster or something. The way it ain't nobody walking around that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know what I mean? They definitely taking a blow. Could be from that ICE shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers ain't feeling that. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers ain't coming out. You know what I'm saying? Being, you know what I mean? Thinking with the mindset that they can just be took. You feel me? By these ICE niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I would come outside either. You feel me? Shit. So Disneyland been deserted. You know what I mean? First time I seen that. Tina Knowles had definitely came out, had something to say to Nicki Minaj about Nicki Minaj coming at her motherfucking daughter and shit. You know what I mean? But now she picking and choosing though. You know what I'm saying? Because what did Kanye say? Kanye called the nigga retarded. One of his sons retarded. Now, I didn't even know about dude. I didn't even know about the son that was, you know what I'm saying? He is like a little slow, like real shit, like not even talking shit. You know what I'm saying? But Kanye, the one that brought that to light. Now, I didn't see her come at Kanye no type of way. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see none of that. You feel me? I didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm tripping. Actually, the story I covered where she was talking about the snowball and shit, the snowman, I think that she was talking about Kanye at that part. For sure she was. You feel me? I'm reading comments and shit. Somebody said that. But yeah, she was talking about Kanye when I had mentioned her. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is her. She clapping back. You feel me? She riding for her daughters. You know what I'm saying? Riding for her daughter. You feel me? I ain't surprised by that. You know what I'm saying? She been known to step up and say something when it comes to Beyonce and Jay-Z and her grandkids and shit like that. You feel me? So I ain't too mad at her. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, you know, she getting herself in it though. You feel me? But she ain't, you know, Nicki Minaj ain't really said nothing about her. You know what I'm saying? Personally, you feel me? But she definitely is, I guess, trying to tarnish the reputation or the image as such. You feel me? So I guess she felt the need to come and clap back at Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? With her little comment that she made on Instagram that y'all seen. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's up with that shit. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? It's entertaining to see, right? Ain't that what we like in America? We like to be entertained by ratchet bullshit. You feel me? So people is definitely tuned in and definitely entertained by that shit for sure. You know what I'm saying? With her, you know what I mean? Grandma and shit coming back, you know, with some clapback on the internet. You feel me? You about 60, almost 70 years old, and you feel me? But now, teachers on, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my final and closing thoughts for episode 276. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in. You feel me? Because you're going to be doing what you wanted to do. No matter who you was, you feel me? Whether you was a little brother, little sister, you know what I'm saying? Whether you was a little cousin, older cousin, a niece, a nephew, or uncle, or auntie, you know what I'm saying? You could have been a mother, father, grandma, grandpa, you know what I'm saying? And if y'all got pets and they sit there with you, you know what I mean? And your pet could be a cat. You could have a pet dog. You could have a pet squirrel. You could have a pet hedgehog. You could have a pet fox. You could have a pet giraffe. You could have a pet alligator. You have a pet motherfucking lion. You have a pet tiger. You have a pet goddamn rhino. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker could be charging with his horn, busting through the living room walls while you watching this motherfucking podcast. You feel me? Shout out to the rhino if he want to see it that bad, where he busting through walls and shit. Hey, but yeah, man, you feel me? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. You feel me? Like you see my niggas saluting you, scrolling up the screen. You know what I'm saying? Giving you a good salute. You know what I mean? But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. This has been episode 276. You know what I'm saying? On this fine, good Friday. You feel me? Hope y'all enjoy y'all Friday. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you do on this good Friday. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do that. You feel me? Enjoy your motherfucking weekend. You know what I'm saying? This beat you about to hear was made by my nigga again. Oh, amazing beats. You feel me? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. It's been episode 276. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy these credits and enjoy this beat. You feel me? That my nigga O made. Let him talk to y'all while y'all look at these credits one time. Thank you for tuning in. Episode 276. Kons motherfucking podcast.
What the fuck that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Do you understand that?
Baby, don't you?